Clark D, tell me about the first time you can recall hearing music, and what song was it?
The first time I recall hearing music? Sheesh. The first time I recall hearing music, like my earliest memory of music might be like in elementary school or like kindergarten or whatever. Or
It wasn't at home?
well, hold on. If we get that deep,
We're getting that deep.
I would say, yeah, it was at home, and my mom used to sing me a lullaby, a French lullaby, because I'm Haitian. She would sing "Farewell Jacques, farewell Jacques, dormez-vous." Yeah, so she was singing that to me every night.
Can you tell me what that means now that I have somebody that can actually translate it?
So it means like well, I'll be honest, I don't know what Farewell Jacques means, but I know like I speak Creole, not French. But I know it means like sleep, like dormez-vous.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, shut your ass up.
Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna ask my mom.
No, now
today.
that I think about it, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. My mom used to sing that to me every time she would drop me off to my class in like pre-K.
Wow.
She would like, she'd pull up to the whatever, I get on her back, she walk me into the class. I low-key had like valet service in the class, now that I think about it. I was riding on her back into the actual class. Like she would walk to the classroom and open the door.
Yeah.
I come in and wave.
Yeah, that's princess treatment.
Princess treatment.
Yeah.
But now that I think about it, and then my dad would be the one to pick us up. I remember that. But no, I mean, obviously, like I ask this question for every show. Mine was "I Ain't Mad at You" by Tupac. But you just made me think about something deeper than that. So you just unlocked the memory for me.
Yeah, see, I'm honored. I was like, wait a second, like how deep you want to get, you know?
As deep as you can.
Yeah.
That's what the show is about.
Yeah. No, so I'll say that one, and then probably like in a group setting, it's probably like Lift Every Voice.
Oh my, that one too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when I was in elementary school, I was in the like band, you know, and I was in a band or whatever.
Yeah. And the ensemble.
Yeah, like
I was in one too.
Yeah, and then my teacher at the time, Mr. Turtle, changed my life. Mr. Turtle, kind of like Mr. Turtle.
I can't stop laughing.
He looked kind of like Kramer from Seinfeld, I think.
That's funny.
Yeah,
my band teacher looked like that too. His name was Mr. Cook.
See, look, it's like a thing. Maybe they were all like co-inspiring together.
Then I had a Mr. Pettigo too.
Mr. Pettigo?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ways you could take that name, you know?
I know.
Yeah.
He looked like Mr. Roger.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
This is in Indiana, but yeah.
He had to sing and lift every voice, you know, like as like a ensemble, like as you were saying.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was like the first answer I had, but then I dug deeper.
Okay, so funny because the deeper one that you dug to got me to that You Are My Sunshine. But when at that school I was going to in Greater New God Academy in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, it was an all black pre-K, like how I don't know if it was
you're from Louisiana?
Born there. If I say I'm from there, y'all gonna be like, you don't sound like it. Then I gotta tell a whole story about all these 16 other states I lived in. 6. But anyways, we wouldn't sing that national anthem that they have. We would sing Lift Every Voice and Sing because it was an all black magnet like school.
Yeah.
So I was singing. I'm shady. Anyways, I was sing Lift Every Voice and Sing, and now you got me thinking about my school experiences with music, because I think for me, I experienced music at home, but then music in school for me was through at least being at a young black school like that. There was music all around us in there too. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, my elementary school in Boston like was mostly black. You know, it was really like 90% black. You know, so. Literally, I mean, I felt like the curriculum and the programs kind of honored that. Like they never really tried to like erase how black we were. Like
I hear so much about Boston being so racist.
I mean, Boston like fundamentally is racist because it's a segregated city, and like there's actual examples of redlining. The average net worth of a black or African American home is $8. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there is like examples of systemic racism and actual racism, but there's a lot of black people in Boston. You know, there's a lot of black people. There's like 4 hoods of just straight black people, you know?
Oh, it's not.
So like there's still, in that microcosm, there's still like examples of like people being unapologetically black or having black curriculums. Like I went to a diverse high school, And I learned a lot about Black culture. I learned a lot about African American culture. I've learned a lot about Pan-Africanism, like all that, you know.
That's
so
wonderful.
I don't know. Boston's like an interesting place because all people talk about is the white side of Boston, or like the red Boston's racist.
Yeah.
But we actually have a very beautiful and diverse culture.
I know you have a lot of Cape Verdeans because I have a lot of friends that
that's
went to
more
school
Brockton.
With. That's Okay. Oh, that's why you roll jaws like that. So they're not really from Boston. Y'all ain't from Boston.
Yeah, that's more Brockton.
Roxbury was Roxbury.
Roxbury's Boston for sure.
Okay.
There's a lot of like African Americans in Roxbury, like straight up like African American. And you got to make that distinguishment because where I'm from is like Mattapan, High Park. That's like straight up Caribbean, Haitian, Jamaican. You get a few African Americans, but that's not the majority of it.
Okay.
The majority of those areas is like Caribbean people, in my opinion. And then Roxbury, Dorchester is a mix, but Roxbury is like African Americans mostly.
Got you.
Yeah.
Well, that was a nice geography class of Boston.
Yeah, Boston.
All right, so let's get into like some square ones for you.
Okay.
Tell me about your first time you wrote a song and you were proud of it.
Ooh. So the first time I wrote a song and I was proud of it was probably the first actual like rap song I wrote that made me start rapping.
You dropped it? You recorded it?
Yeah, so
tell the whole story.
So this is what started my career like as a rapper. I was in high school. I went to Boston Latin Academy, and we needed to do an assignment in my sophomore year to educate 7th graders about compound and complex sentences. Like that was our topic.
I struggle with those.
Listen, a lot of people do, you know? So I was I'd be going above and beyond in high school when it came to like creative assignments. Like if it was a video assignment.
Class.
Yeah, I'd be doing movies. Like they say, like depict this idea. I would get a whole team.
Take a selfie video. Got a whole production.
yeah. Like I'll do a whole production, like true story. So anyways, I said for this thing, I want to do something creative. I want to do a rap song. And I told my group I have a studio, like, because there was a Boys and Girls Club that had just opened in Mattapan. And I was like, all right, so I'm going to make a song. I've never made a song before, but I'm going to do it.
In the Boys and Girls Club studio?
In the Boys and Girls Club studio.
I know they do have those. I didn't know people were using them like that.
Yeah, no, I forced it. Like, I was like, that Boys and Girls Club, like, I like every day. Like, as soon, from that first day, but I'll get into it. So basically, I went to the studio. It was my first time there. I had to pay $5 to be a member. And then I did that, and they just threw me in a room. They threw me in Studio B at the time. And I told them, look, I got this school assignment. I need to make this song. Yeah. So what I did was I did the Fat Man Scoop. Oh, the single ladies, make noise. Be quiet. Be quiet. Yeah. So I flipped that and I made it about compound and complex sentences.
The one with Faith Evans, I never.
Yeah, that one.
That's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Where that at? Is that on SoundCloud?
No.
Is that on Gracie's Corner?
No. It's Dog Water. Don't listen to it.
I want to hear that. That's an interesting play on sound.
Don't listen to it. Yeah. But basically, I was like 15 at the time, and I never recorded before, never did nothing. But they just threw me in the room. Had to figure out how to use GarageBand. Figure out like even writing, like all these different things, recording myself, and I did that, and took me about 6 hours to do, but I did it, finished it on the spot, and then they're just like, yo, we love you. Please keep coming back. You're the only one that used the studio for like what we want it to be used for. Yeah. So I ended up getting an A on that assignment, but that was like the first song I wrote. And yeah, after that, I got the bug. Like from there, 9 years later.